29th. I'm down here putting my rechargeable batteries back in my camera. I had them out here probably for about 3 or 4 weeks, and I got one really nice buck that came to the bottom here a couple times, but he's been hanging out over on my brother-in-law's farm, which is probably a quarter of a mile away. He showed up there pretty regularly. He's been there at night, and he's been there during daylight hours also, and they just took the corn out, and they just planted some winter wheat, so it should be a pretty good spot later on this fall. But hopefully he comes down here. This food plot, this bottom stretches quite a long ways, and a lot of bucks like running this bottom, checking for does later on in the season. So but the food plot's looking pretty good. Got some turnips in here, some clover, some brassicas. Also got some winter rye in here as well that's getting ready to come up. So it's a good spot for a north or east wind. So we gotta just wait and hold tight to hunt this bottom until we get the right wind. But a lot of does and bucks travel this area, so I'm gonna go put my other batteries in my other cameras, move some cameras around, and be out here October 1st, opening day of Illinois archery season. See what happens. It's October 4th. This is my second time in the stand. I'm hunting over my food plot. We got a northeast wind, which is really good for this stand. There's been doe and 2 fawns that have been coming out, and a doe and a fawn that have been coming out about every evening eating on this food plot. I also have a little 8-point buck, and then one of my nicest bucks I have on camera was over here twice in the last month. So never know, he may show up. We did get a short shower about 11 o'clock today. I was hoping it'd cool things off, but it's about 75, 76 degrees. So a little warm, but it's supposed to cool off later on this evening. So try this food plot out and see if anything comes in this evening. My first time of the year, I had the doe and a fawn that showed up about the last 20-25 minutes of light, and ate on the acorns for about 20 minutes before they ended up moving out. So I got about 200 yards here left to walk, and get strapped in the tree and kick back and relax and enjoy the evening. So see what happens on the edge outdoors. Small buck. Looks like a fawn or a button buck.
The second one that came down was a doe, a big doe, and I shot it, but I didn't have my video recorder on, but I had my recorder on my bow, so it looked like I hit it on the camera. When I looked back, played it back, and I heard something crash over here on the side of the hill. It was 42 yards, and I put my 40-yard pin right where it should be, so I'm gonna hop down and see if I can find my arrow real quick and see if there's any blood on it. So see what happens here. There's my arrow, and there's blood on it, and there's blood around it too. Yeah, she's spraying. Looks like she went left here. Oh, I see her. She didn't go very far at all. Right there. Good deal. Second hunt of the year, doe on the ground. Well, I'll get all my stuff and get my tag and get the Jeep down here and load her up. Well, I got her loaded up and ready to take it to the locker. It's a little warm out, a little sweaty when I was dragging her, so she's a nice sized doe. Got my tag on her and ready for the meat locker. So a good evening here in Central Illinois on the Edge Outdoors.